The birth of Hoji. Long, long ago, there lived a woman named Jiang Yuan, wife of the wise emperor Diku. Though her life was full of honor, her heart carried a hidden sorrow. After many years of marriage, she still had no child. She prayed, she waited, but no blessing came. One day, she went walking with her companions beyond the palace walls, seeking comfort in the open air. On their way home, Jiang Yuan came upon a large, still pond. Its surface was so clear it shone like polished jade, reflecting the clouds in the sky above. She stepped closer to admire its beauty when something unusual caught her eye. There, pressed into the soft earth at the water's edge, was a footprint, so vast, so deep, it could not belong to any ordinary man. It looked as though a giant from the heavens had once walked there. A mix of fear and curiosity filled her heart. She slowly placed her own foot into the mark, comparing her size to its immensity. The moment her foot touched the print, a strange warmth surged through her body, rushing like fire and water combined. Her chest fluttered, her belly stirred, as if a hidden seed of life had suddenly been awakened. Startled, Jiang Yuan stepped back, but the feeling lingered, mysterious and powerful. Not long after, she realized she was with child. At first, she could hardly believe it. 10 months later, when the time of birth came, she did not deliver an ordinary baby. Instead, what appeared was a smooth, round ball of flesh, glowing faintly, as though it carried some secret life within. Jiang Yuan gasped in terror. This cannot be a child. It must be a bad omen. Afraid of bringing misfortune, she ordered her guard to take the strange thing away and cast it aside. The guard obeyed, placing the ball in a dark alley beyond the palace. But then he saw something astonishing. Cattle and sheep that passed by carefully stepped around it, never once trampling it. Some cows even bent their heads and licked it gently, as if caring for their own calf. The guard's heart wavered. Perhaps this was no curse, but something sacred. Still, following the queen's orders, he carried it off again. He tried leaving it in the mountains, among rocks and trees, but travelers passing by paused, bowed respectfully toward it, and continued on their way, as though they sensed divine presence. The guard grew uneasy. Each time he tried to abandon it, the ball seemed guarded by fate itself. At last, Jiang Yuan commanded, "Throw it into the water. Let the heavens decide its fate." The guard carried the ball to a wide pond. Yet when he arrived, the surface of the water was sealed with a thick sheet of ice. With a heavy heart, he placed the strange thing upon the frozen surface. "If it lives, it lives. If it dies, it dies," he murmured, turning to go. But the heavens were watching. Suddenly, a great bird swooped down from the sky. Its vast wings spread like a cloak, covering the ball. Around it, a flock of smaller birds circled, crying out and beating their wings to shield it from the biting wind. Then came the sound, soft at first, then stronger, the unmistakable cry of a newborn. The ball of flesh split apart like an eggshell, and from within emerged a rosy-cheeked baby boy, arms flailing, legs kicking, alive with the promise of life. The guard froze in astonishment, then rushed forward with joy. He wrapped the infant in his cloak and hurried back to the palace. Jiang Yuan listened, her eyes wide with wonder, as the guard recounted all he had seen: the animal's reverence, the traveler's bows, the bird's protection, and finally, the miracle of the child's birth. Her fear melted away. She gazed at the baby, his skin soft, his cries strong, and knew at once he was no curse. He was a gift from heaven itself. Smiling through her tears, she held him close. and because he had once been cast aside, she gave him the name Chi, the abandoned one. This child would grow to be Hoji, the great ancestor of the Zhou people. His life began not with an ordinary birth, but with signs from the earth, the beasts, and the birds of heaven, proof that he was destined for greatness.